Star Wars, Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde,
it's all over the place.
Fight Club, The Matrix. These are all talking about what Frank and I are discussing with you guys right now. All of these movies, Fight Club, it's the fight between you and your ego that nobody wants to talk about.
Yeah.
Fight Club is something we don't talk about. Guys, all of these things.
Well, actually, if you sit there, and this is what me and Mike do, this is what we have fun with. We study, watch movies, read books, or whatever it is. I'm not trying to gain any more knowledge because it doesn't really help me.
No.
What I'm trying to do is see a correlation. I want to see a correlation between Mickey Mouse and Einstein. I'm still looking for it, but no, I was kidding.
You'll find it.
No, I found it. But when you could see the correlation, the base correlation, you actually understand we're all connected. If you could see Jesus or God or whatever it is, faith in every human being, you see the correlation. That's what we're talking about. You see the Christ in everyone. You can see the correlation. And when you do that, you realize I'm not competing against anything. I'm in this actually collaborative pool, and I want to do my part. Because now I know everyone's got my back, and I'm going to have their back. But we create in a world that, like, in competition, well, that person has my back. I'm like, that's an illusion. They actually do have your back. You're just choosing the part to say they don't.
Speaking of illusion, I forgot where it's from, but the word illusion has been described or translated, as a phrase called, or a word known as Maya. Okay, Maya, illusion, right? That's a phrase. I want to say it's an Eastern phrase, but I'm not positive. Anyway, so describing things as Maya means, this is an illusion. You've obviously heard that term before. I was chatting with my cousin yesterday, actually, and we were talking about this, and I believe he told me the Buddha, Siddhartha Gupta, correct? I think it is.
Oh, yeah.
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 I heard something like his mother was named Maya, and I thought that was kind of crazy, and this is where my head went, and again, this is a story, but everything that we experience is an attachment. Our friends, our family especially, these are attachments. And that relationship, between...
Well, they can be.
They can be.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. But, like, that relationship between, like, you and your mom, it can be you between anyone. But, like, for me and myself, there's a strong attachment to my mom, and I've recognized this. And that attachment, what I love is the experiences, the stories, the smells, the ideas, everything from growing up. It's a conditioned idea. It's an attachment that I've created of what a mom is, meaning to me. Mm-hmm. It's all attachment. It is. But when I heard that, kind of comparison, I was like, illusion, that was the Buddha's mom's name. I was like, I wonder if that, was like an attachment for the Buddha,
Something to look into.
It was just something that kind of came into my head.
That will be on the next podcast.
But it was kind of cool, and I was just like, that's weird,
Yeah.
that it would, he calls it Maya, it's a solution.
But it's cool because we, you think about, like, how many people may have correlated what you just correlated.
It's just one of those things, and it happened to me yesterday, and I was like, this is weird, and I felt it today.
Yeah. It's kind of like one day I was walking around and I thought of, like, an equation, and then I found out that Einstein already did it. I'm like, oh, shit.
But you see, again, guys, these are all just stories. At the end of the day, you just got to be. Yeah. And you start to experience everything. It's in the silence. That's where Frank and I want you to rest. It's in the silence that you will truly find yourself. Yeah,
exactly. And that's what we talk about here on Perspective Shift. We have the ability to perceive how we want to perceive it. No one's wrong. They're going to experience their perception. So that's why I don't argue with people like, oh, you're out of your mind if you think that. I'm like, yeah, I am out of my mind. That's where I like to be.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't want to be in the mind.
Yeah. And but yet, I won't be able to convince them otherwise, so I stop, and I wish them well. I don't.
Of course not worth it.
Yeah, it's not what it's just, why?
Well, you're fighting against yourself.
Yeah, I wish them well because I guarantee one day they will get it. I know they will. I believe everyone on the planet's going to get it, whether it's at the last breath of their life or some point. Hey, if I got this, And I'm nothing more special than anybody else. I'm serious. If I got this, anyone can get it. You just have to.
And that's it.
Yeah.
We have it. We always have had it.
We've always had it.
You'll discover it.
Yeah.
And it's in that discovery that you fall in love with yourself all over again.
And what it is, we already lived it. We were young children.
Thousands of times before.
Well, I mean, even within the corporeal life in which we are right now, as a child.
Oh yeah.
As a young child who did it. But you didn't have you didn't know enough to make a story. Now we're making up stories. Now we have to get rid of the stories. And the only way to get that is when you're a child, the ignorance is what kept you in bliss. But now once you know something, you can't unknow it. But wisdom can allow you to transcend above that. So you won't go into ignorance, but you can transcend above it, and wisdom will allow you to let go of what you know. And that's the brilliance of it. So I don't have to go back and have amnesia. I just got to transcend above it and let go of what I know. I don't need to know anything else than what I know now.
That's cool.
If I read a book, it's because I'm enjoying it, not to get somewhere. Where before I was reading books so I can show off to my friends that I'm not stupid.
Truly, that's what we do.
I live it. It's true. And but now I read a book because I enjoy it. Yeah, it might come up in a conversation, but I am no more intelligent than anybody else. I'm no more intelligent than a 5-year-old kid. Intelligence is who we are.
Yeah, a comparison. What is that?
Intelligence is who we are. There might be people out there that are highly intellectual, and I actually admire them. I like them. But that's just a different intelligence, you know. It's not, you know, Helen Keller was intelligent, right? She wasn't articulate, but she was intelligent. The woman couldn't speak or hear or see, but she expressed, right? But she wasn't as articulate as, say, Terence McKenna or Alan Watts. But they would never argue she wasn't intelligent. So who are we to say that person is not intelligent?
The ego, the identity.
Yeah.
You're squabbling in that where we want to transcend.
Let go. When you let go, you float up. It's a natural causation. Let go, have faith, and watch what happens.